Let's get right into it. Number 10. The Anxious Overthinker. Two cave people are walking through tall grass. Bob's just vibing, dreaming about berry lunch. Sarah, she's having a mental breakdown over every twig snap, every weird shadow, every time the birds go quiet. Guess who spotted the saber-toothed tiger first? Sarah lived. Bob became a cat snack. Your anxious ancestor's brain was running disaster movies 24/7. What if there's a bear in that cave? What if these berries kill me? What if that bush is hiding death? While everyone else was living their best life, they were living in 57 different apocalypses. Were they wrong most of the time? Absolutely. Did everyone hate them? You bet. But they only had to be right once to save everyone's skin. When a lion's stalking you through the grass, nobody gives medals for being chill. They give medals to the paranoid freak who noticed the grass moving wrong. That freak? Your great-great-great-grandma. And her anxiety disorder is why you're here, checking your door locks at 3 a.m. like a maniac. Number 9. The hair trigger jumper. Your toaster pops. You hit the ceiling. Your heart's racing like you just saw death itself. Sound familiar? That's not you being a baby. That's military-grade survival equipment your ancestors installed in your nervous system. See, your ancestors didn't jump at toasters. They jumped at spears flying at their faces, at tigers dropping from trees, at death coming from literally everywhere. Your body can react to danger in 20 milliseconds. That's faster than you can even process what's happening. Your muscles are moving before your brain even knows why. It's like having a bodyguard that shoots first and asks questions never. Even babies come preloaded with this software. Drop a newborn, don't actually do this, and they'll throw their arms out trying to grab something. That's the Moro reflex. Leftover code from when falling meant death. So next time your toast makes you scream, remember, that same lightning-fast panic response helped your ancestor dodge a spear to the face. You're welcome. Number 8. The Drama Queen. Steve sees a spider, and suddenly it's the size of a dinner plate with fangs like swords. Steve's not just being dramatic. He's using ancient survival tech. Picture this. A hunter spots a regular boar. He comes back and calmly says, "I saw a pig. Everyone keeps napping. Nobody cares." 3 hours later, that pig storms into camp and gores half the tribe. But if he runs back screaming, "Demon pig, tusks like spears, death incarnate," suddenly everyone's grabbing weapons. Being the village drama queen wasn't annoying. It was genius. When you scream monster, people don't debate. They run. They fight. They survive. Our ancestors learned fast. Undersell the danger, people die. Oversell it, maybe everyone's annoyed, but they're annoyed and alive. So that friend who turns every story into an epic saga, they're not attention-seeking. They're running ancient emergency broadcast software that once saved your bloodline from becoming pig food. Number 7. The Know-It-All Contrarian. You know that person who starts every sentence with, "Actually," the one who has to argue with everything? Meet humanity's quality control department. 50,000 years ago, your tribe's leader goes, "Let's chase those mammoths into that narrow canyon." What could go wrong? Everyone's pumped. Everyone except Dave. Dave raises his hand. What if they turn around? Everyone groans. Classic Dave, ruining the vibe again. 5 minutes later, when those mammoths do turn around and start trampling everyone, suddenly, Dave's the hero. These contrarians were nature's safety inspectors. While everyone was going, "Yeah, great idea," they were the buzzkill asking, "But what about the cliff edge?" Or, "Shouldn't we test if this water's poisonous first?" Annoying? Absolutely. Life-saving? Also absolutely. If you can't help but poke holes in every plan, if you're always playing devil's advocate, congratulations. You're carrying the genes of the person who saved your entire bloodline by being impossibly irritating. Number 6. The Eternal Grudge Holder. Your friend borrowed your favorite shirt 5 years ago and ruined it. You're still mad. Petty? Maybe. But that grudge is ancient survival software working perfectly. Caveman Grok steals your mammoth meat. Then he accidentally leads wolves back to camp. You gonna forget that? You gonna trust Grok again? Hell no. Your brain keeps a permanent record of everyone who's ever screwed you over. It's like prehistoric Yelp reviews, but for survival. Grok, 1 star, stole food, brought wolves, would not trust with cave sitting. Scientists discovered we remember bad experiences way more vividly than good ones. You forget your anniversary, but remember exactly what your ex said in that fight from 2019. That's not a bug. That's a feature. Your brain is screaming, remember the betrayal, remember the danger, because your ancestors who forgave and forgot often forgot their way right into a predator's mouth. So hold that grudge. Your survival depends on it. Number 5. The Obsessive Checker. Door locked? Better check. Checked. Check again, and one more time. Sound familiar? That's not OCD. That's premium caveman security software. Your ancestor who said, probably blocked the cave entrance good enough, got eaten in their sleep. But the one who checked that boulder 17 times? They lived. That nagging voice making you triple-check everything? That's your great-great-grandpa screaming from beyond the grave. Check the cave entrance again. Today, instead of checking for saber-toothed tigers, you're checking if you turned off the stove. Different threat. Same paranoia. Your brain doesn't care that you live in a house with locks. It's still running don't get eaten software from 50,000 years ago. Every time you check that door again, you're honoring the legacy of the most paranoid and most alive person in your family tree. Number 4. The light sleeper. That friend who wakes up if a fly lands on the carpet 3 rooms away? They're not high maintenance. They're a living security system. Back when humans slept in groups, heavy sleepers were basically free midnight snacks for predators. But that one person who jolted awake at every sound, they saved everyone. These human car alarms were the difference between good night and goodbye forever. A twig snaps. Their eyes fly open. Usually it's nothing. But that one time it's a pack of hyenas creeping toward the camp? Hero status. Scientists found some people's brains literally can't fully shut down during sleep. Their fight-or-flight system stays partially online, like a computer in sleep mode, ready to boot up instantly. It's exhausting. It's annoying. But it's also why your bloodline didn't end up as hyena food. So next time you wake up at 3 a.m. because a leaf touched your window, remember that hypersensitivity once saved your entire genetic line. Number 3. The Darkness Phobic. Your friend who won't go in the basement without every light on? Not a chicken. A survivor. Our ancestors who casually strolled into dark caves didn't become ancestors. They became lunch. The ones terrified of darkness? They're why you exist. Here's the thing. Humans are basically blind moles in the dark, but our predators? They had night vision that would make Navy SEALs jealous. Big cats could see in darkness 6 times better than us. We were stumbling around like drunk toddlers while they were picking their dinner from the human buffet. Scientists stuck people in pitch-black rooms and monitored their bodies. Result? Instant panic mode, heart rate up, stress hormones flooding. Your body literally screams, "We're gonna die," in darkness. That's not irrational. That's 200,000 years of ancestors who survived by being absolutely terrified of dark places. Every time you flip on a light switch, you're celebrating not being eaten. Number 2. The Stage 5 Clinger. That friend who texts you 47 times if you don't respond in an hour? They're not needy. They're evolved. In prehistoric times, being alone wasn't just sad. It was suicide. You might as well wear a sign saying, "Easy meal, no backup." Ever notice how predators never attack the middle of the herd? They pick off the loner who wandered away to find themselves. Well, that loner found themselves all right, in a stomach. Our clingy ancestors survived by being absolutely unbearable about staying together. Where are you going? Why are you leaving? Can I come? Annoying? Yes. Alive? Also yes. The independent types who needed me time? They got all the alone time they wanted. In a predator's digestive system, your brain is hardwired to panic when isolated. That anxiety when you're alone? That's millions of years of evolution screaming, "Get back to the group before something eats us." Being clingy wasn't a personality flaw, it was a survival strategy. And it worked. Number 1. The Picky Eater. Picture caveman Bob finding mystery meat on the ground. Most animals would dive right in. Free food. But Bob's different. Bob sees that weird color, that funky smell, and his whole face scrunches up in disgust. His stomach turns. He walks away hungry. Bob lives. Everyone else who ate the sketchy meat? Dead from food poisoning. Scientists call this your behavioral immune system. It's like having a paranoid health inspector living in your brain, constantly screaming, "Don't eat that." This system is intentionally overdramatic. Better to skip 100 good meals than eat one bad one that kills you. It's like a smoke alarm that goes off when you make toast. Annoying, but better than missing an actual fire. That instant disgust in your face when you see moldy food? That's not you being difficult. That's millions of years of ancestors who survived by being absolutely disgusted by anything remotely suspicious. The pickiest eaters had the best survival rates. While everyone else was dying from spoiled mammoth meat, your ancestors were turning their noses up at anything that looked even slightly off. So next time someone calls you high maintenance for checking expiration dates, remind them, your pickiness is why humanity survived. You're not difficult. You're evolved. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.